I'm like growing an actual baby little human girl, and that's like crazy and exciting and all the feels, and I'm just really happy. Hey you guys, my name is Janae. Welcome back. I'm a holistic nutritionist and personal trainer and soon to be new mama. I mean, I'm already a mama because baby's growing, but this is my first kid, so that's exciting and also slightly terrifying. But this is going to be my pregnancy update, my 25-week pregnancy update. So let's just jump right in. I have my notebook because boy, there is a lot of things that have happened since my last pregnancy update. So let's just dive right in. So first things first, let's address the title. Yes, I have a rash. I got the pregnancy rash. And apparently only like a tiny % of pregnant women get this. And of course, I mean, I say of course, but it seems like a lot of things in my life that I get, only a tiny % of the population gets. So I'm just a rare little bean and I gotta accept that, and I do. But yeah, I got a pregnancy rash. I'll show you in a minute, up close and personal. It's not pretty at all, but it's like these little bumps. They look like pimples, but they're not, and they're like all over my belly, and they're also like down my arm, they're on my legs. Yeah, so it looks like I always struggled with acne on like my chest and my back, but this is like, it looks like an extensive form of acne. Like if you didn't know that this was a pregnancy rash, you would just think I have pimples, but it's a pregnancy rash. So yeah, there's that. It doesn't really bother me too much. It is itchy sometimes, but other than that, it doesn't really affect me, so that's that. If you look at my stomach when she's moving, like you could visibly see her moving, and that's like the coolest thing ever. And mind you, now she moves so much. It feels so cool, but it also feels weird sometimes because it feels like there's like something like slithering inside of you. But it's also an amazing feeling. As far as my appetite, if you guys didn't watch my first pregnancy update, be sure to watch that. I'll link it up here so you can watch that. But yeah, I got my appetite back to normal-ish. I say normal-ish because I'm able to eat like the foods that I enjoyed previously before pregnancy, like vegetables and stuff. I'm able to eat again, and like I can pretty much eat anything and I enjoy it. But as far as how much I eat, that hasn't really returned back to normal, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I did have a huge appetite before getting pregnant, and now I feel like I have a normal person's appetite, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Oh, the other huge thing, literally and figuratively, is my boobs got huge. According to my husband, they're 3 times bigger than they were prior pregnancy. I think they're only 2 times bigger, but he's like, no, he said they're 4 times bigger. I'm like, and if you can see, I mean, they're not big, but for me, they're big. This is so weird to talk about, but I mean, it's a part of life. Your boobs get bigger when you get pregnant. And yeah, so that's a little bonus for him. For me, not so much, because even though they're still small, like when I lay down, I'm like, wow, there's like a boob in my way now. Like that never used to be there. So it's a pro and a con, but I'm embracing it. So I know when I start breastfeeding, they're just gonna get bigger. So learn to love them now. On to the next subject. Actually, no, it's the same subject. Around weeks 15 or 16, they got incredibly itchy. Like I could not go out. Not that I barely go out anyway, but like if I went out, I'd be like secretly like going like this, like trying to itch my nip, because they got really itchy. Occasionally they still do, but it doesn't plague me like it used to. Like pretty much every single day. I was even putting nipple butter on it, and I just did that. That was weird. But like nothing would really help for the entire day. Like I'd be applying that thing like 3-4 times a day, and they were just so itchy. I tried putting ice on it because my sister said that worked. Didn't work for me. But yeah, that was really aggravating, and that lasted a few weeks. That was a really not fun time in pregnancy, but I'm glad that's over for the most part. The next thing kind of goes hand in hand. My underarms got really sensitive. Now they're not as sensitive, but they're still pretty sensitive. Like, I always make my own homemade deodorant, and one of the key ingredients that I use is baking soda, and my underarms have, like, I've been using this deodorant for years. Like, I wanna say like 5 years now. I don't even know. For a long time, probably more than that. But anyway, never had a problem with it. Then when I got pregnant, I found that they were itchy. I'm like, why are my underarms itchy all the time? And then I looked and it would look like my skin was like burnt. And I'm like, it must be my deodorant. So I've tried other recipes, none work as well as that recipe, but I did find one recipe that works a little bit, and it doesn't use baking soda, so I had to switch that. Yeah, I don't know when that will go away, but I heard that pregnancy makes your body more sensitive, and also my body is super itchy no matter what type of oils, what kind of lotions I put on. Like, it's getting better now, but my skin, especially when I like sit down or lay down, or, you know, feels like my skin is like stretching. And if you look it up, I kept coming across, oh, dry skin, why are your skin so dry? I'm like, my skin is not dry. I put on lotion every single day. I put on oils. Like, I'm a moisturized little lad. It's not dry. That's not the problem here, but that may be something, a symptom of pregnancy. I don't know, but it's really annoying. Like, my shoulders up here. It may have something to do with the rash because it's normally on my back, my shoulders here, and my legs, which could have to do with the rash. But it's like when I lay down, it's just like, oh, I can't lay, like, it's just so itchy and I can't relieve it. So, oh, rose water. I spray rose water on it and that does help relieve it a little bit. I don't know if this is due to pregnancy or half due to pregnancy, half due to my overactive mind that never rests, but insomnia is no joke. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And then the last thing I'm gonna say is my nose. Apparently this is normal with pregnancy. It started like a few months ago, and it just seems like my nose, like I have to blow, like it doesn't drip like a cold or anything, but it's always like I have to blow my nose and stuff comes out. And like, it's like always congested, and sometimes it sounds like I'm sick, but I'm not, and then it goes away the next day. But like, my nose every single day for like the past at least 2 months now has been like that. Like, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I gotta blow my nose. When I wake up in the morning, I gotta blow my nose. During the day, like 8 times, I have to blow my nose. But apparently that's a normal symptom of pregnancy. For the women who get it, it usually lasts the entire pregnancy. So that's fun. But overall, that is my pregnancy recap. If you have any questions for me, leave them down below. And if you stayed here, you're the real MVP. Subscribe if you're not already, because why wouldn't you if you stayed this long to hear me talk? And yeah, overall, I'm trying to enjoy every little bit of this pregnancy because it is an exciting time. I'm like growing an actual baby little human girl, and that's like crazy and exciting and all the feels. And I'm just really happy. Despite these symptoms, some of them are good, some of them are whatever, some of them are a little aggravating, but it's all part of the process. And yeah, I'm just super excited to be growing this little nugget. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye.